What causes a pothole? You know, a lot of people up north think it's from freezing, and yeah, that's part of it. But what causes the pothole to form? And then, you know, of course it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And once that forms, what do you do about it? Take a look at this one. This one is an erosion pothole, and you can actually see the culvert pipe down below. But what causes these things to happen, and how can we repair them? Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. It's a long road to 100,000 subscribers. Today we're fixing a pothole, and this is in a county road. It's actually on my road, and at the end of the street there is a shipyard. Lots of heavy trucks, very heavy equipment comes down the road. But did that cause the pothole? I don't think so. Let me show you what actually caused the pothole and some other things that cause potholes as well. Let's take a look. Asphalt is actually a very pliable material. It's very flexible, and it can stand up to tremendous weights. You know, all the vehicles that go down the roads across the country, big trucks, small cars, all these things, asphalt is a great material, and it does last a long time. But why does a pothole form? So can you see all this water sitting along the side of the road? It's all backed up from a berm that has been created over time, overgrown, right here against the side of the road. Where does this water eventually go? It eventually moves back up under the street, under the road, and is forced up through the asphalt. So the other day, when I was clearing this off, cutting these little channels for this water to drain out, it wasn't really to just make a video. It was because I knew that there were cracks in this road, and I knew a pothole was going to form. This is my road. I don't want to hit that pothole and have to replace the tires and the rims and things like that. And here, it will be another pothole. And this is caused from what? Can you recognize this? Do you recognize this? This is a peel out mark. Somebody came out here and they wanted to see just, what they could do with their truck or car. Most likely a truck out here. But look what it did to the road. Can you see that? Let's zoom in on that. You see how it weakened the asphalt? Took that material right off the top. And now every time it rains, water can get down under that asphalt, and of course it will weaken and eventually crack, and eventually there will be a pothole here. More than likely this is a teenager, and I'll show you that here in just a second. But when you peel out on the road, that tire heats up and it gets hot, and it moves that asphalt, it weakens that asphalt. So can you see all these peel out marks all along this area, and you see the driveway? Well, this young man just got his license, and you can kind of see what he's doing here. Not only is he wasting tire tread, and eventually he'll figure that out, but look what happens to the asphalt. Every time there is someone peeling out on the asphalt road, it is weakening that asphalt. And hopefully this young man learns, as his road deteriorates and as he buys new tires, that he's causing a big problem on the county roads. When that water gets down underneath of that asphalt, and then more cars drive across the road, what happens is a pothole forms, and it is inevitable. Take a look. This pothole is what we call a sinkhole, and it's in a gravel road. Can you see what happened? You can see the culvert pipe down underneath. This is a 24-inch culvert pipe, and it actually has a leak inside that pipe, somewhere around the outside, and it's causing erosion. Each time it rains, water is pulled down into the culvert and creates the pothole, creates the hole in the road. Very common problem. So this is how the county repairs this giant sinkhole. They come over here and they just fill it in. And what's going to happen is it's going to just do the same thing again. It's just going to erode. There's a hole in the pipe. You can see how much water sits here at the road. They did mark, you can see they've got an arrow here. They've got this, on the schedule, I guess. But this little repair won't last more than 2 or 3 weeks at the most. Other factors that cause potholes, especially up north, is freezing. But it's not just that it's cold. Water gets under the road, whether it's concrete or asphalt, and it's because it's coming from the side of the road, or there's a crack in the concrete. Once that water gets under the surface, it begins to freeze. It contracts, and there you have a pothole. So I'm going to go ahead and just use some cold patch and fix this for the county. And the reason being is that I know what will happen here is that this hole will get bigger and bigger. And like I said, I don't want to have to replace tires and rims, more maintenance on the truck. You know, plus my neighbors, I think they'll really appreciate that. But 1 bag of cold patch, pour it in, get your stomper out. And this is the hard part, is you really got to pack it in there. I don't have a steamroller, so pack it in tight. Work on the edges. That's probably the most important part of patching a hole in a driveway or a road. This only took about 5 minutes altogether to do this, and I thought let's go ahead and film it for you guys too. But patching asphalt is really something simple to do, and that bag costs, I think it costs $15. So for $14, $15, you know, I fixed a little hole for the county, and great. You know, I figure this patch will probably last 2 years, but that's great. You know, that gives the county time to get out here and make a permanent repair on this asphalt. Really not that hard to do, you guys. Asphalt is a really neat material. Like I said, it's very pliable. I was very surprised how well this cold patch worked. You know, here, it just took a few minutes to do, and it's done. Clean up. Now I'm going to pack it down a little bit more, and then we'll drive the van over it to see how well it actually holds. I think it's very important to remember how a pothole is formed. Remember that it's actually water damage. It's water that gets under the road, and then as cars drive over that, or if you're up north and it freezes, you know, as cars drive over that asphalt, remember it's pliable, so it moves. And certainly that water will push itself up through and take the top layers of asphalt away. Slowly but surely the pothole forms. And you know, the potholes, we take our roads for granted. Here in Florida, I think we have the best roads in the country because it doesn't freeze. And really the county and the state, they take such good care of these roads down here. There's very few potholes. So if you like this video, please subscribe, like and subscribe. You know, we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers, and we're really close. With all the how-to videos on rainwater drainage, and of course our live help, subscribers really enjoy the benefit of subscribing and getting all this information. You know, drainage is so important, and it's the first thing that goes into any project, whether it be a street. You know, drainage is done first. Whether it be a subdivision, drainage is done first. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers, so we're so close. I think we have 91 or 92,000. We just need a few more to get 100,000 subscribers. I'd love to see that happen, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.